Good day everyone, my name is Leia and pleasure to share with you guys about biodiversity and healthy society. So now let's find out what biodiversity means. So biodiversity, bio means life and diversity means variety. So it refers to a number, variety and variability of living organisms. Just to all you know that biodiversity also serves as sources of food and energy in addition to water and clean air. And also biodiversity, it gives an access to natural services like water purification, soil fertility, waste disposal, pest control, and aesthetic pleasure. So remember that there are three levels of biodiversity. So we have genetic diversity, second one is species diversity, and last we have ecological diversity. So let's move to genetic diversity. So this variation at the level of individuals' genes. So the more genetic diversity in a population, the more chances in variations. And these variations help the individuals to have a variant that helps it to be suited for the new environment.
I'll be sharing species diversity, ecological diversity, as well as the importance of biodiversity. So what do we mean by species diversity? It is different kinds of organisms in a particular area, or this is the well-represented number of species that is currently present in a specific place or community. It also involves a combination of species number, or known as species richness, and species evenness, which is the relative abundance in a particular area. Did you know that there are approximately 1.8 million different species classified on Earth? Of all the species identified, nearly 1 million are insects. New species are being discovered each year. Let's proceed to ecological diversity. Ecological diversity refers to a variety of ecosystems in a given region. It includes the variation in both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. Terrestrial ecosystems are ecosystems found only in land. These include tropical rainforests, deserts, grasslands, deciduous, forests, tundra, and taiga, while aquatic ecosystems are ecosystems found in bodies of water. These include lakes, rivers, ponds, wetlands, oceans, and seas. And lastly, importance of biodiversity. Biodiversity affects humans on various aspects such as in economy, health, and culture, aesthetic, and environmental issues. The fundamental importance of biodiversity is that it is our source of foods, clothing, shelter, and medicines.
The threats to biodiversity and its conservation. First is habitat destruction. This is simply destroying the home of animals. This can both happen in land and ocean. Some of this is by cutting trees or fishing using dynamites. They do this in order to build a new civilization. Next is pollution. Pollution destroys our environment. This comes from our waste and smokes from the factories and vehicles. Global climate change. This is an increase in the world's temperature that results in the melting of icebergs. And that is why there's a frequent rainfall. And our climate is too hot in summer and too cold in winter. Exploitation of animals. This is a way of collecting a huge amounts of animals. The last is overpopulation, the greatest threat to biodiversity. Overpopulation results to lack of natural resources. Conserving biodiversity. Here are some of the laws and legislation in the Philippines that protect our biodiversity. However, you don't need to wait for them. You can take an action of your own just by segregating your garbages, lessen the use of plastics, conserve waters, and most of all, plant our loving trees.
So, that's all for Module 12, Biodiversity and Healthy Society. I hope you learned something. Thank you for listening.